Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Jessa Mae Cabaloan, BSID4A. Today we'll discuss the difference of Windows file structure and Linux file structure. What is the difference between Linux and Windows? It's time to make the big switch from your Windows or Mac OS operating. Mac OS use is Unix core. Your switch from Mac OS to Linux will be relatively smooth. It is the Windows user who will need some adjusting. Windows and Linux file system. When we compare file system in Windows and Linux in Microsoft Windows, files are stored in folder on the different data drives like C, D, E, but in Linux, files are ordered in a tree structure starting with the root directory. The file name convention. In Windows, you cannot have two files with the same name in the same folder. The file name convention, while in Linux, you can have two files with the same name in the same directory, provided they use different keys. The other directories. Comparing Windows and Linux from other directories. In Windows, system and program files are usually saved in the drive C, but in Linux, you would find in system and program files in a different directories. This is the main difference between Windows and the Linux. The Windows file structure. Windows use different data drives like C, D, E to store files and folders. Hard drives, CD-ROMs, printers are considered as devices. Administrator user has all administrative privilege of computers. In Windows, you cannot have two files with the same name in the same folder. Windows has different drives like C, D, E. There are four types of user account types. One is administrator, standard, child, guest. In Windows, My Documents is the default home directory. The Linux file structure. Linux use a tree like a hierarchical file system. There are no drives in Linux. Peripherals like hard drives, CD-ROMs, printers are also considered files as Unix. There are three types of user account types. One is a regular, two is a root, third is a service account. Root user is a super user, has sole administrative privilege. Linux file naming convention in case sensitive. Trust. Sample and sample are two different files in Linux Unix operating system. For every home, username, user directory is created which called in his home directory. That's all. Thank you. Goodbye.